Romans 3, beginning in verse 10. You're familiar with these verses. They're strong. Paul is citing Psalms, he's citing Proverbs, he's citing Isaiah to say, in a word, there is not a single human being, a son or daughter of Adam, who is righteous on this planet. There's not one. Really, Paul? Not one? Nope, not even one, he says. Nobody does good. Nobody's a seeker for God. All we're good at is shedding blood. All we're good at is destroying people with the venom that's under our tongues. We don't know peace, and we don't fear God. This is the conclusion of an argument. Verse 19, now we know that whatever the law, that same law says, it speaks to those who are under it. That's everybody. So that every mouth may be stopped and the whole world may be held accountable to God. The whole world held accountable. For by works of the law, no flesh, no human being will be justified in his sight, since through the law comes knowledge of sin. The first use of the law is to crush us in our sin. You ready for some good news? Here it comes. But now the righteousness of God has been manifested apart from the law, although the law and the prophets bear witness to it. The righteousness of God through faith in Jesus Christ for all who believe. For there is no distinction. Here we go again. All have sinned. All have sinned and fall short of the glory of God, fallen short of that law, and are justified, declared just in God's sight by his grace as a gift through the redemption that is in Christ Jesus. And here we go. Whom God put forward as a propitiation, a satisfaction for sin. How can lawbreakers go free? Because their debt was paid, their wrath satisfied, their punishment taken by a representative. He's put forward as a propitiation by his blood to be received by faith. We don't achieve, we receive what Christ has done. This was to show God's righteousness, because in his divine forbearance he had passed over former sins. There were people who had lived long ago who were sinning, people who had lived before Christ, whom God was saving, for goodness sakes. How is this possible? It's because Christ was coming. The propitiation, the sacrifice, the offering was coming. Verse 26, it was to show his righteousness at the present time, says Paul, first century, so that he might be just, upright, and the justifier of the one who has faith in Jesus.
Thank you for listening. Today's reminder is from Justin Perdue, pastor of Covenant Baptist Church in Asheville, North Carolina. Everyday Grace is a listener-supported podcast. If you would like to help support our ministry, please visit theocast.org/give.